Hello, let's talk about dice. Now in Peter Pig games, as in many other war games, dice are very important. Dice are great because it gives a little bit of tension to the game. You can see what's happening on there. And also it gives you something practical to do as well. Most of what I'm saying here is just personal opinions, but it might give something to chat about. So none of this is very serious, it's just some thoughts on it. Now these are what called piggy dice, Peter Pig dice. That's some low scores. And on the Peter Pig dice, back in 2002, we invented the idea of putting the picture on the 6. So there it is, the piggy's on the 6. The reason we did it is we want, when people get a Peter Piggy, say, oh, great, I've got a Peter Piggy. We don't want to put it on the 1, because if a game 1 is bad, people will say, oh, no, I've got a Peter Piggy. Anyway, that's the dice. These are 16mm dice. Now, there's lots of different dice around, but I'm going to just talk about these 6-sided dice. Now, these 6-sided dice are nice and easy to roll because they're 16mm, they're visible, that sort of thing. And as I said, what I'm commenting on is just personal opinions, so don't be offended if anything applies to you personally. I'm not a fan of rolling tiny little dice. So this is 16mm, so tiny dice be like a little 5mm one. I'm not very pleased with it because the other player can't see it clearly. Whereas when these are rolled, unless you've got some sort of visual impairment, you can probably see what's been scored there. But dice add tension to the game, and they're good fun to roll it. Now, here's a few little observations I made of strange things people do. The first one is the dice placer. So I've got 3 dice. There we go. Oh, I've got 2, 6 and 3. Marvellous. I've got the low. Yeah, the dice placer, I find that a little bit annoying, but people do it. You think that's a bit odd. The next one is the one who can't roll a dice easily, so they roll it. So they roll a dice and oh, it's disappeared. Oh, I'll try another one. Oh, I've rolled it too far again. Let's try again. Oh no, I keep throwing my dice onto other places. I've been at one show where dice landed on our table from a game about 10 feet away. People are getting so excited. The other one, of course, is people like to shout 6, 6, 6. It's a little bit irritating. Now, the dice can be rolled on a nice flat surface. There we go. With a little bit of a roll. The next habit I've noticed some people do, they roll their dice and they've got their hand there, not to hide it, but because they only want to see it themselves. You go, oh, yeah, that's what I've got. You think, well, no, both players should share, so it should be common knowledge. So I roll them and leave it open. If you roll them and do this, then people say, oh, that's not very good. The next one is the quick lifter, as it's called. So I'm going to roll my dice. Yeah, I got 2 6s there. Oh, it's 5 and 6, done really well. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I've done really well. Oh no, 3 hits, no ones. That's strange. The next one that I probably we've all seen is, here's some figures on a table. Now, some people say, I'm going to roll the dice, I'm going to just drop them on the figures all the time. There we go. Oh yeah. No. There we go. Cool, let's roll some more dice. Let's do that. Yeah, often that's a little bit irritating because your figures are precious to you. And if people can't understand that, then they really shouldn't be playing war games. So yeah, I just throw them on the figures and that, yeah. That'd be particularly annoying. Associated with that is the people who roll their dice in strange places. So they might have an object on the table. Let's say there's some bits and pieces. They decide to roll it on top of that and say, oh no, it's a bit cocked. No, and it gets happened again. I can't believe this keeps happening. Every time I roll on the bag, it's a cock. Yeah, it's very odd. Now, the cocked dice is a term from a long time ago, and it means where the dice isn't lying quite flat. So it could be one of 2 different faces. Now, traditionally, what wargamers do, if a dice is a funny angle, if it's a high score, you say, oh, I'll accept that because I've got a high score. If it's a terrible score, you say, oh, I'm quite happy to re-roll it because it's a terrible score. You think, no, just roll it sensibly. Now, here's the next thing. Dice trays. This isn't a proper dice tray. It's just a lid off some chocolates. If you use a dice tray, it can be quite useful because it helps people who roll their dice too far. So if they're very energetic and they do that, at least sort of stop them. Of course, some people still do that and go, oh, no, the dice is gone. I can't believe it. I threw it at it and it still went. The next one is the people who roll the dice a long way like that, and it can go right across from one place to the other, and there's another one, and a capital thing with this is if you've got a bad score, let's say it's a 2, and a 1. There we go. If I hit it with another dice, maybe the score will increase. Oh, that might increase it a bit. So I can try and hit some poor dice with some more dice and try and get it to make a bigger score. Let's try that again. Oh, no, it didn't quite work there. Let's try it on a tray. I've seen this done, but I can't really do it myself. There's some dice there with some low scores. I'm going to throw some more dice at it and see if I can change the dice scores. That works quite well. The next strange one, and I've seen this a lot, and I'm not quite sure why people do it. If you say you need to roll 1 dice, they get 3 dice in the hand, so it gives a nice rattly thing, and you just drop one of them out of your hand. Now, that's fine, but the other player might think, why are they rolling 3 dice when the rules say just roll 1? And they say, well, I do it for the nice tactile feel. There we go, that sort of thing. Now, the other one you can do is when you're picking your dice up, if you accidentally drop one and it's a nice high score, you can leave it and say, oh, I'll accept that high score, I don't mind. If it's a low score, then quickly pick it up and put it in your hand. So you do this, all right, and then you say, oh, that one slipped, so I'm going to roll on this again. Watch out for that. The next one is the dice mixer. So instead of bringing all the same coloured dice, you bring various coloured dice with you. And here's a way to waste a lot of time in a game. Right, I've got to roll a saving roll. Oh, hang on, my lucky black one I use for the saving roll. No, I think I'll use the pink. No, hang on, I'm going to use the yellow for the saving roll. Oh, that did all right, fine. There's another saving roll to do. Oh, in that case, I'll do the second one using... Oh, I'm not quite sure which colour to use. I might use my pink one because I like using that for against archery saving rolls. So I'll roll that. Oh, that's okay, so it's not so bad. And that just wastes time. The other one is some players, they have some old dice which are practically illegible, but they don't want to spend out new dice. You use the old ones and people can't see the numbers on them, or they've got some strange resiny build to them. You can't see what the dice are, but I got a rough guess of what I think they are. So watch out for that one too. And the next one, the dice pickup. I'll do that, but I'll pick up all my hits. And while I'm doing that, I'll pick up another one and say, oh, that's 3 hits. So instead of leaving the dice where everyone can see them, I've just picked out the hits. Let me show you that one again. So 5 or 6 are hits. Now, we can all see if the dice were left as 1 hit. But I'm going to pick up 1, 2... yeah, I got 3 hits there. Think, oh, hang on a sec, that's a bit odd. So that's the next one to watch out for. Now, the other one to do is, I know you've seen this a lot. People roll a dice and it falls on their lap off the table. Okay, so try again. It's done it again. Oh, no, let's try again. Oh, it's done it again. Let's try it again. Oh, no, it's on the table this time. Oh, it's off the table again. Oh, if people have 4 or 5 tries and it's still not working out right, then maybe they need a little cup to hold the dice in or something else that will help them out a little bit with it. So be aware of that.